What's up, YouTube? Hey YouTube, Xavier here, just getting off work. Figured I'd do a little recording on the way home tonight. Get a little footage of some night riding. So I'm going through downtown Lexington here. Ooh, fun day at work. Get off at 1 o'clock in the morning. So the temperature's dropped down quite a bit. It's only about 54 degrees right now. So the weather's a little chilly, but that's one thing I like about this Voyager is with all these fairings, it's you know, blocks most of that wind chill. I didn't used to like these kind of bikes with these big fairings, but my tastes have changed over the years. And this one, the two lower side fairings, has vents that you can close to help block off even more wind. I usually keep them open, you know, when it's warm outside, but on rides like this, when it's a little cool out, it's nice to be able to block those, close those off, and block off just a little bit more wind. Going to do a quick cruise through Lexington here tonight before I go home. A couple of interesting things you can only really see at night. I know I didn't pass it already. Did I? Maybe I did. That's alright, I'll catch it on the way back through if I've already missed it. Buddy, what are you doing? Apparently waited at the very last second to decide he wanted to get in the other lane, and now he's getting in the other lane. Well, maybe I haven't passed it yet. I bet it's up here on the left. There's an interesting mural up here I was going to share with you. Oh no, I hadn't passed it yet. Right up here on the left, I don't know how well that's going to show up on my night video. Painted mural of Abraham Lincoln on the entire side of that building. I get caught by every red light in town tonight. And the guy that was way behind me, he's still behind me, so he had to have ran it bigger than shit. Downtown Lexington is generally very quiet at night, but on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday it generally gets a little crowded. They have a lot of, you know, nightclubs and stuff downtown here. I'm just going to do a quick little loop through town. There's a place I like to stop up here. It's one of the few places in town I actually like to go. I used to like to go, I should say, but unfortunately, can't get there any longer. It's a parking garage, and the rooftop level was open, and you could pull up there, park, and look up over the side, and offered a nice view of the city, and you know, people walking around and stuff down below if there was people out. I'll be damned if I'm not fogging up again. It's chilly out tonight, so my visor keeps wanting to fog up. But I used to like to go up there, you know, like right at sunset especially, and look out over the city. But they've added one of those, they used to have a staff member there with a gate, but they would always leave around 5 o'clock. So anytime after 5 o'clock you could go in, the gates would be up, and you know, you'd go in free. And now they've changed it and they've added this token booth. Must be some kind of a show downtown tonight, huh? Costume party. The one looks like a girl and the other one looks like a guy in drag. I can't really tell. This thing up on the left up here is pretty interesting. They've got all their lights, different colors, have a pretty nice setup. Yeah, that's a guy in drag, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe half and half. Maybe a woman. Uglier than hell if it is. Hard to say these days. Goes back to Forrest Gump's life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Fortunately, I've never had that experience, and most of them you can spawn a mile away, but some guys, I swear, they look a lot better as women than they do as men. Whatever that was wasn't pretty. That sounds mean. I don't mean it to be mean. They've got a really nice fountain right here. You probably won't be able to see it. They used to have it lit up. It's going over there, but there's no lights on it. Not, you know, the fountain itself's not lit up. There's lights above it, but it wraps all the way around this little mini park. Nice spot. Anyway, I just want to do a little loop through Lexington tonight and enjoy a 10-minute ride before I head home. I think I'd feel bad now if that really was a woman back there. Looked like he, whatever it was, whatever they were, had breasts. First I thought maybe there was just, you know, stuffed a bra or something, like a guy in drag for some kind of costume party, but I don't think they were real. Or, you know, as in real or really paid for. I seen a he-she in Speedway a few weeks back. My Lord, that was a scary sight. There's a Mexican, and about one of the ugliest looking Mexican men I've ever seen in my life. Full drag, and either padded bra or, you know, implants. Hard to say. It was not a pretty sight, especially with her 5 o'clock shadow. We're in the middle like that, I never know what to call them, a he or a she. Just say they and play it safe. Have nothing against them. Whatever floats your boat, as far as I'm concerned, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Do whatever you want to do. It's your body. like I have to worry about what I'm shopping for anymore, so go for it. I swear with this full-faced helmet I have trouble judging putting my feet down for some reason when I'm stopping sometimes. Throws off my perception. Thought I was going to turn quick enough I wouldn't have to raise my visor, but I was already fogged over and couldn't see. Whether or not I'll use this video footage. I was just turning my camera on the ride home, and just in case. The other night I came through town and I just barely had missed a bad accident. Must have happened just before I got there. You know, and it's good that these days, it's good to have some kind of camera running when you're driving any type of vehicle, just so you have proof of what happened if you've had an accident. Of course, my luck, I'd be the one, you know, the proof would be hurting me. I'd have to try to delete my footage real quick. No, I've always been honest. If I've ever been in an accident, I've never tried to pretend if it wasn't my fault. If it's my fault, I'd say it's my fault. But, you know, especially like you watch those Russian videos, Russian road rage and Russian bad drivers. Those videos crack me up. I mean, it's all over. It's not just Russia, but it seems like some of the funniest ones come out of Russia. Makes for some entertaining viewing. I generally don't have a camera with me when I need one, or when I would have liked to have had one. The previous vlog I was telling you about me and my son's motorcycle accident, would have loved to have had a camera that day, so, you know, could have relived that moment 1,000 times. The other day when that deer ran in front of me, and it's ridiculous. This winter, lost control of my truck on the highway. Would have loved to have had a video of that one. It started sleeting and lost control, changing lanes, and done about 360s down the center of the highway before I finally came to a nice gentle stop up against a center barrier that had snow piled up against it. Cushioned my fall, so to speak. Would have loved to have had that on video. I never have a camera on me when I want one, or when I need one. There's a peanut butter factory right here on the side of this road. We just went by it, and oh man, I love the smell of it. Doesn't matter what time of day you come through here, that place, it smells like roasted peanuts. It smells delicious. Spin out on the highway, I kept losing and regaining control, and I'd finally regained control because it was one of those, like in a cartoon, it goes into slow motion, and the whole thing probably only lasted, you know, a minute tops, but it's probably, you know, 40 seconds or something. But you know, it feels like it's 10 minutes when it's going on. And I'd finally just about completely regained control, and I was like, oh yes, I got it. And then the only thing I can think that happened was that my front tires must have went off of ice onto a patch of road that wasn't iced over and gained traction. And that sudden regaining of traction caused me to cause my ass end to flip around again and start spinning again. And then I started going backwards down the highway. But I had it all lined back out and regained control. You know, through correction or corrective driving. I'll be damned if I didn't lose it again. And it had to have been because my front tires found a spot of traction and caused it to grip. So my front end stopped. I was still just barely angled, but my front end stopped basically, and my ass end kept on sliding, so it turned me around backwards. Very upsetting. But luckily there was no damage to me and no damage to speak of to my truck, thanks to that snowbank that had piled up there and cushioned my blow against the center barrier. Cracked one of my turn signals, but that's about it. But I'll probably call this vlog a night. I'll keep on recording just in case something interesting happens, but I'll probably stop the footage right about here. So we'll see you guys later.